How you doing, guys? Well, welcome back to Invested Intelligence and welcome to the chaos that is the cryptocurrency market and everything that's happening at the moment with banks failing. This is not going to end well. People think that Fed is going to start printing money. People think, that Bitcoin is going to start to rally and go nuts. People think that cryptocurrency is going to be safe. People think that the US equities markets, are basically going to rebound. Some people are thinking crash. We all need to take a step back and just see things for what they really are. There's a myriad of different opinions and some are right, some are wrong. Somebody's going to be right? Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be me, but I think if we look at what's actually happening, you've got HSBC's just purchased, Silicon Valley Bank for £1. You have Coinbase saying really stupid stuff like this. Crypto firm Circle, Coinbase, Crypto.com rush to assure customers amid US bank collapse. What are they going to say? Are they going to come out and say everything's terrible, things are really, really bad? Of course not. Have we not already seen this before with FTX, with Celsius, with BlockFi? This is just it's like a regurgitating cycle of crap that just keeps going round and round and round. And people need to realize that these kind of articles and these headlines, they're complete nonsense. Like, of course they're going to come out and try to reassure customers. Why wouldn't they? And this is my point. It's about stupidity. It's about not being able to just take a step back, read something like this and say, yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. And then just dig a little bit deeper and try to figure out what's happening and what's going on. If we move over to this article, which I find absolutely ridiculous, Silicon Valley Bank collapse shows fickleness of crypto money. Really? So the fact that you mention at the bottom here, this isn't likely to ever happen with central bank digital currencies, which will come with full sovereign backing, but CBDCs are still largely at an experimental stage, so on and so on and so on. Whatever. Cryptocurrency doesn't need articles like this, right? Talking about the fickleness of crypto. There is no fickleness of crypto. This is about greed. This is about manipulation. This is about retail investors' money basically being sucked into the cryptocurrency market and then effectively being taken by, banks and everybody else, right? This is not new. And the way that they make it sound is like cryptocurrency is the problem. Cryptocurrency is not the problem. This has been happening way before cryptocurrency was even a thing. So again, when you read articles like this, remind yourself of why you're in crypto. Crypto can't be controlled effectively. There are some measures of controlling cryptocurrency. Regulation will come. Regulation is going to cause, some issues in that respect. And obviously there's going to be projects that won't be around after full regulation comes in. But ultimately, cryptocurrency isn't the issue. Cryptocurrency can't be controlled and they hate this. They hate this. And this is why they keep pushing to do these things. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you've got Silicon Valley Bank. You also have, if memory serves, this one here, Signature Bank. So US regulators just decided one day, yeah, let's just close a bank, right? Again, madness, absolute madness. How is any of this going to end well? The futures markets are getting absolutely pounded today. They did rally this morning and they're since taking a little bit of a pounding. If you go over to the NASDAQ, you can see we had a rally, a little bit of a rally, and then obviously we've basically just come all the way back down. And I think this is going to continue going into the US Open. There is this kind of fear. By the time people are watching this video, the markets may very well have been open, but there is this fear that we are going to see a really heavy dump in the markets today. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not a fortune teller. But I do know one thing, I'm staying out of the market because I'm not really interested in getting involved at the moment while all of this is going on. I want to kind of see how things settle. And now if we just go over to Bitcoin, I just want to bring your attention to something because I got a lot of DMs today talking about Bitcoin's rallying. This is the bottom. Every time Bitcoin moves, even a dollar, people start going nuts. It's rallying. No, it's not, right? This is nothing more than short selling. Go over to the daily. All of this, short liquidation. So basically, people are taking their profits on this last dump, and this is why we're seeing a little bit of a move to the upside, piling into Bitcoin. And I'm not saying don't or do. I'm just saying piling into Bitcoin when you see, a little bit of green isn't the safest thing to do. There's this idea that Bitcoin is going to be, a lot of money is going to flow into Bitcoin because it's a store of value. People trust it. It's going to rip and so on. Maybe that happens. I don't know. But is it really worth taking that risk? If we look, and I've said this many times, this is nothing more than a broad range consolidation, and we are still stuck within this consolidation. There are minor areas where you can see prices basically bouncing a little bit. We did have this recent run, but ultimately we've taken out this swing low. This may very well just be another rally, in this continued downtrend. And then ultimately in this whole cycle, if we go back to the weekly chart just to really emphasize this, ultimately another move down back to, sort of 11,655, maybe sub 10, who knows? But the one thing is for sure, there is a lot of volatility expected this week. You've got CPI numbers coming on Tuesday. Big numbers, man. Big numbers. Tuesday, Wednesday, have to be very, very careful. I think there's going to be a lot of volatility this week. We just go over to Binance as well. Again, broad range consolidation. Are we seeing anything new? No. We have a little bit of news here and there about Binance moving funds, BUSD, $1 billion, the fund that they've got to kind of help the cryptocurrency space. $1 billion is absolutely nothing in this, in this industry. But moving that over, I'm not saying it's not, it's very welcomed, of course, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people, but $1 billion is absolutely nothing. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever, in terms of moving markets, or causing big issues or causing ripples. We are in a broad range consolidation, and ultimately, of the two, I think Binance has more potential to go down, than Bitcoin does. But again, we'll see. By the looks of things, CZ is doing things that actually make a lot of sense. He's actually looking to acquire an actual real world bank, which would be very, very interesting and very welcomed if it gets done properly. But with all of that said, be cautious, be safe. I'm going to be putting out regular updates because I think it's important, while we're going through this, this little bit of a mess. If you're not already in the Discord, the link is in the description below. We do have a lot of talks in there. People are constantly posting information, trying to keep the community, up to date on what's happening. Everybody's welcome. Link is in the description. And with all of that said, I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic day. Keep safe. Make sure you have a plan for what's happening, even if you, a little bit not unsure, or not sure what to do with all of this information. It's better to be cautious and do nothing than to do something and lose money, right? Especially a lot of money. So I hope everyone has a great day. Be safe. I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.